You're
Exactly.
ridiculous.
So Taco, did you look at that thing I was telling you about? Did you look it up, Taco?
Yeah, it looks like they're giving a little bit. Black people are giving a little bit of a lower dose of pain medicine in most cases.
A little bit of a lower dose, or it's totally ignored. Look into
It
the
says they're given
previous
a lower
article.
dose of pain medicine, and
Keep reading.
they're less likely to be treated for pain.
Oh, so just so quick. So you've never heard about it? Was I what I saying correct or incorrect?
It looks like it's correct. I acknowledge I could be wrong. I was just saying I've never
So
heard
do
of it
you
in my entire
understand? I'm not
life.
making this shit up. And the fact that you guys have never heard about this tells you you're being shielded from the reality of racial injustice in America.
Huh? I don't hear about it at all.
If you haven't heard of something, you're shielded. Like, have you ever heard of, like, 6-barrel carburetor? Like, dude,
Yes,
just
I've heard
because
about
you
it.
heard something just might rent it. Like, that has nothing to do with whether
Wait. Have you heard of the Monkey King that pull his hair out already?
Oh, well.
ethnicity, but
Your eyes
Dang.
look a bit Chinese.
Why would it
There's
matter?
making a joke and being a joke, and now
No,
you're
you see,
being a
The
joke.
whole,
it's just good to
the whole
know.
point. Listen, the whole point of Christianity is to let
And
go of
what's that
human
got
tradition.
to do
Yeah,
with it?
and this is why I reject
Wait,
Christianity.
the whole point of
Yeah, I
Christianity
know
is
you
believing
wanna
in an
hold to
imaginary friend.
traditions of human.
Yeah,
human
and
tradition.
some birds fly backwards, and that's
So
got
wait,
nothing to
that's not. So
do
I
with
should
it.
abandon my culture for somebody else's?
No,
Why?
no, you shouldn't. You
But
should.
why? So
Okay,
then,
What do you mean
what's the
why?
whole point of
Well, it's up to
Christianity? If
you.
you're going to say,
do you have a culture, club guy? I agree.
PMAS.
Mars.
P Mars?
So,
Yeah,
dude,
PMAS.
Yeah, but
question is,
no.
One of
do
your
you,
Christian soldiers.
dude,
One of your
Caesar,
Christian
please,
soldiers.
do you have a
Come on, can we
culture?
do it one at a time? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm
okay,
hearing
so
3 people at a time.
I know he won't let us go one at a time. Will he? Won't answer anything. Do you have a
What are
culture?
you talking about? I won't answer.
Do you have a fucking culture? Is what I'm talking about. You moron.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, I have a culture.
Excellent. Right. Okay. Do you live in a culture?
Yeah.
Do you live in a multicultural
Yeah.
society?
Yeah.
Excellent. Which one of them is yours?
Which one of the multicultures is mine?
Which one of the 3 different ones that you've just explained to me you live in are yours?
Multicultural, I guess.
Just that one?
I mean, like, what kind of question is that? My
It's a
culture
question
is
of the 3.
multicultural and
I'll
monoculture.
explain to you as soon as you seem to be struggling. It's a question
Yeah.
that I offered you 3 options to.
Yeah.
and
So you said
picked one of
only
them.
that. I answered, and you said only that one. No, okay, then I'll take 2. Then
No,
I'll take
no,
multicultural
you
and
only wanted
monoculture.
that choice, yeah. Gish gallop, the word salad,
That's a
whatever.
gish gallop. That's a word.
Contradiction.
Yeah, it was a gish galloping word salad. So the answer's this: all of them.
Oh, low level.
And if any, and that's why I find this strange. When I
I
ask
was
this
never
of
related to what he asked me.
of American people, this is what they often tell me, that they've got a culture, but it doesn't include everybody else's. It's just theirs, but it's not. Own it, bro. Own it.
But you
Where
you said
do you
something.
come from? I
You
come
said
from Britain,
something-
dude, and we live in a culture with a multicultural society, and I own all of it. It's mine.
But you said something about a pendulum, but I don't think you understand the concept of a pendulum. When a pendulum swings, right, you have a mass that's transferred from one side to the next. So on one side of this pendulum, we have horror. And on the other side of the pendulum, we have Jesse Smollett. That's not a pendulum.
Really? That's the dichotomy you're setting up?
You set it up. Because when I
That's
asked
what
you
I
for an
said?
example, listen, when I ask you for an example of the pendulum swinging on both sides, I'm literally just summarizing the discussion. I ask you for the pendulum. What does the pendulum look like when it reaches the other side? You give me Jesse
Yeah.
Smollett and a guy faking
Let me
a hit
respond.
by a car.
Let me respond to him. So,
I want you
So-
to understand before you respond, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the concept of a pendulum? The mass should travel back and hit the wall on the opposite side. That's what a
No.
pendulum does,
that's
right?
not necessarily true.
Oh,
It
but then it's
doesn't
not a
do that every
pendulum.
time. No, that's
So
not
that-
true. So, pendulum, it can swing all the way back and back and back, and slowly move itself back down. Now, when this pendulum swings one way and it just barely gets over the other side, right? That like Hitler could have made the same argument where he's like, look, you're saying that German people, because we moved into one territory,
Oh my god.
are gonna turn into these crazy people, right? Because we
Why
moved.
is this?
LSF, why don't you just stop complaining?
This is a
and
terrible analogy.
like
It's
you
a
just
logical.
sound-
just let him say it.
It's a
Sound like
logical.
you're
This is a
complaining.
logic. It's a logical
Okay,
fallacy.
which fallacy is it? Which
It's
fallacy
a
is
false equivalence.
it? Name it. No, it's not.
Well, would you
How?
like to know? No, this is easy. You don't know
How is that
why.
a false equivalent?
Dude,
Ah,
we asked you for real life, and you're not giving anything from real life. Like,
no,
give me the way, give me
you.
something.
You guys are being bad faith actors.
yeah, no, I'm in really bad
Come on,
faith. I'm
Lord.
not telling
I
you.
thought you were better than that, Lord.
Oh,
No,
well,
LSF,
Dude,
I thought you were.
listen to me. I'm asking, you told me about a pendulum that's
Bruh.
swinging. I'm asking you give me the gravity. Give me something that's real, something that's damaging, destroying to the quote unquote white community.
So you've never talked about anything in principle in like philosophy, for example.
Dude, I'm not asking for that. I'm not
But I didn't say
asking
you
for
were.
that.
I was giving my own example without you asking for anything. If
Yeah,
you
but it
can't
wasn't very
understand it, that's
convincing.
on
Dude,
you.
I'm asking you
It
for an
doesn't matter
example,
if it's
a real
convincing or not.
example. Dude, give me, it's
A
like
good faith actor that's being charitable tries to understand the position
dude, I understand
rather
your
than
position.
strawman it and say that's not what I'm looking for.
Dude, but
I
if
mean,
it's
it's
not
like,
what I'm looking for,
what?
what do I do? Do I just take it, keep it to myself?
So wait, am I just trying to appease what you're looking for, or am I
We're
trying
having a
to make a point?
conversation and I'm asking a question. And you're not giving me a satisfactory answer. And I'm
No,
letting you know
No,
that
what
you're not
happened was
giving me
I
a
came in here to talk to
satisfactory answer.
Lachama about the Bible, and then
Oh,
you
Jesus
started
Christ.
yelling at some guy who was taking up for white people, and then I started being on your side. And then whenever I said, yeah, but we got to be careful that we don't get too biased against white people, that we end up being biased against them. And then you were like, "Oh, what are you talking about, man?" Well, like I'm just trying to make the point. And
Yeah,
if you can't
I asked you
understand
for an
that point,
example.
it's simple.
Tell me what happens. Tell me a real life situation of white people suffering because we're biased against white people. Tell me what's going on. Tell me something.
Well, yeah.
Well,
That's
you
true.
can leave, PMAS.
Well, what do you? So by suffer, do you like if I give an example that you're gonna think is trivial, or do you want me to give
If
like
all you
redundant-
have is trivial answers,
Well,
then
I mean,
it's
I can give you
suffering.
like we could say that like Robert Mugabe or somebody like that, right? I mean, the only thing is that like I don't study socioeconomic hardships amongst white people.
Oh, okay.
Like I say, I grew up with. I mean, I spent a lot of time with
This
black
is
nationalists.
insane. Then what are you talking about? Dude, if you wait, if from your own life experience you have no clue about socioeconomic hardships among white people, then what are you talking about? Dude, you're privileged. You don't have to study. This is real life for a lot of people.
Now who's pointing the racist finger, right?
Who said
I
anything about
literally
race?
said
you
that
are.
Listen to what.
Okay,
listen.
listen. I literally said that I spent most of my time. I said I spent a lot of. Listen, I said I spent a long time with the black nationalist group, where I agreed with them, and didn't like white people very much. Okay. So and then whenever I say, oh yeah, I agree with you on all the things that happen in black people that's bad. Yeah, that stuff's bad, and I agree, and I know about a lot of that stuff. And then you go, well, what about the bad stuff that's happening to white people? And I say, I don't really know about that stuff. Then you go, oh, you're privileged because you don't research bad stuff that happens to white people?
That's not what
the
I said.
opposite, bro. That is the
Again,
exact opposite.
How
But
is it
you
the
are so
exact-
biased that you
Okay,
can't see past your own bias. And I would
Okay, good.
encourage you to
Mhm.
change your mind about that.
Change my mind about what?
About the fact that you can't even listen to a good faith argument charitably without trying to turn it into the exact opposite.
I'm
Oh, yeah.
asking you. Listen to me. All I'm doing is this. I'm asking you for how, when this pendulum swings, give me real life
That's not what you
scenarios.
just asked.
Dude, how many times did I ask you this question before?
No, you just got on me because I don't know the history of what bad stuff happens to white people, but I do about a lot of black stuff.
Dude,
And then you said that I was white privileged for that because I
Dude,
know
listen.
more stuff about bad stuff that happened to black people.
Listen,
Like, dude,
you're
that's the
missing
exact
point.
opposite.
Dude, understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're
Why?
living
You're not
a
trying to
life,
understand what I'm saying.
I understand exactly what you're
No,
saying.
you don't. Then why do you keep straw manning me?
Okay, you want to steel man your argument? Let me steel man your argument. You're saying that yes, you agree that black people suffer a lot and white people do some dumb stuff, crazy stuff over the years. You agree with that. You agree that, there is a reason for black people to have these negative sentiments to a certain extent, but you don't want the pendulum to go too far to the other side where white people start suffering similar consequences or similar situations that what
Not just white
black
people,
people have.
but-
So,
Yeah, but other people, yeah.
right, other people start. Right, is that a fair estimation of what you're saying?
Yeah, as long as you don't
so I
extrapolate from that.
understand. Yeah, so I understand what you're saying. So the only question I have is this: you fear this pendulum going the other way so much. Tell me what is happening with this pendulum when it gets to the other side, if it has ever gotten to the other side. Please tell me what's going on.
Okay. Well, I gave you some examples. Do you want me to just give you more examples of, like I said, white problems that I never really researched that much because I researched more black issues?
You could just say like a hiring bias against like white males or something.
Well, I mean, yeah, that, but he's gonna say that's trivial, and that's not the same as being, having your
Yeah, but
skin
where's
into,
that prevalent
furniture.
though?
Where is this happening? Where's the highest price?
Yeah.
Google it.
Well,
Are you guys
Well,
for
why
real?
He's
don't
talking about-
Trini? I know you're not familiar with it because you're privileged.
Privileged.
But
You know what?
why
No,
don't you
that's
just Google it real
That was
fast
perfect.
Yeah,
and then
that's
get
fine.
back to me?
That was
Taco,
perfect.
taco, taco,
So why don't you
taco.
just wait? I did the same thing, and then I
Taco.
Googled it and I realized you were correct. Why don't you just Google it real quick?
Taco, guess what? I actually have Googled this before. And you know what I found? That black sounding names get fewer callbacks than white sounding names.
He's talking about
So
affirmative
guess what?
action.
Stop. So guess what? Guess what people started to do? Name and an identifier blind resume.
I Googled it and I
Stop.
gave you the
Jesus
benefit of the
Christ.
doubt, and I
Oh my
Googled it,
God.
and you're
Oh my
just
God.
giving me
Sure.
shit.
How
Google
am I
it.
giving you
biased.
shit when I'm
Google
telling
it.
you what
I
read?
Googled. I went to Google
Dude.
for you.
Dude, list Taco.
You're biased.
Why won't
I'm
you Google
tell-
it?
Okay. If I tell you I
Just Google it.
already Googled it, what do you want me to do? Google it again?
Well, then you
Well,
understand.
you're
that it's
apologizing
correct.
for it.
Dude, listen. You're making up a thing that doesn't exist.
Oh.
The problem is the opposite. The problem is the opposite. The problem is that black sounding names get less callbacks.
Wait
You
a
step
second.
into a
I
corner.
believe you that that's a thing, but I'm providing an
Yeah.
example of what you asked for. That's a thing as well.
Dude, I'm not
Find
ignorant.
anything.
Dude, I'm not ignorant. Unlike you, I am not ignorant. So I'm literally, you could go on Google that
Dude.
black sounding names get fewer callbacks.
I
But
believe you.
no
I've seen
back-
the study.
Yeah, we're
Yes,
not
so what are
disagreeing
you
with that.
talking about?
He's talking about affirmative action where like people like let's say like Asian people who score twice as high don't get into a university because they have to make enough room for racial minorities in America. For example.
Actually, you see,
that's what he's
again,
talking
you guys are wrong. Have you
He's
heard of
talking about-
legacy students? Have you
Just
heard
Google
of
it.
legacy?
All you have to do is
Stop,
go to Google and you'll
stop,
understand.
Dude, listen. I am unlike you guys, not ignorant.
Oh well. Now it's
Unlike
just
you guys, I'm not saying that because of your race. I'm saying that because of the content that you produce.
That's a
From
Are
the
you saying
words that
it
are
only
coming out of
goes
your
one
mouth.
way?
Ignorance goes one
Saying
way.
it
if
only
somebody's
goes
not
one
ignorant.
way.
Ignorance goes
Oh,
one
wow.
way if somebody's ignorant. I'm not. It's not my fault.
I'm
You were
not saying any of what you said doesn't exist. In
Yeah,
fact,
we're
I
agreeing
agreed
with
and I
you.
corrected myself and I said, I'm sorry, you were
So then
right.
who's ignorant? Who
On
is
this
ignorant?
topic specifically, you are ignorant.
What topic is that? Tell me the topic.
There is a
Affirmative-
hiring
he's talking
bias
about
against
affirmative
white
action.
males.
That is not true. I'm telling you, black.
Go to
sound-
Google.
Listen,
Well, you
wait,
can't just
wait,
tell
I
him to
didn't
go to
put his-
Google, and then once he does, he says, "Yeah, it's false." So, like, what
But
do you
I
want him to
did.
do?
guess
Lord,
what? Guess what? You know what? I'm going to
Then
Google
maybe,
right now.
then maybe you should find the source that you read. Then, like, what the
He's
fuck?
making it up.
Lord,
Yeah,
what he's talking
obviously.
about.
But I mean,
Lord, what
like,
he's talking about is
Taco, wait,
that,
that's now. Did you see something? Did you research and find that there was a hiring bias against white males?
No,
Lord,
you asked for something that could. You asked for an example.
Do you want me to go on a wild goose chase of bullshit?
Sure.
Lord, what?
Lord,
what he's talking about-
Come on, man. You mean to
I
go?
asked for something. I gave you
Dude,
something.
Yes, something. This something you gave me was ignorant bullshit that doesn't exist.
Lord, what he's talking about is affirmative action. It's the only
Dude,
law.
listen, shut up,
listen, wait,
dude.
It's the
I'm
only
talking
law.
to Taco, and Taco made a specific
Okay.
claim, and I'm dealing with the claim that Taco made. The claim that Taco made does not exist. Is that correct, Taco?
It's not visual.
It's not. What? It's not in
What's it?
reality. That's why it's not visual.
Okay, that's
It's
fine.
not
You
visual.
haven't.
Let's now flip it on
I've
the
been
other
the
side.
best quality. I'm
Is
just telling
there-
you, man.
Is there studies that show that black sounding names get fewer callbacks?
Probably.
yes,
Google it.
the answer is yes.
Yeah,
Google
that's,
that
yeah.
shit.
That
You know what?
happens.
You know what? Guess what? I'm tired of this ignorance. I'm
That
tired.
happens.
I'm using up too much acetylcholine to deal with y'all's made up bullshit.
Why
When
do
you
black
guys have
people have
real
weird
stuff-
names?
Dude, P-Man, shut your ignorant motherfucking self up. I dealt with you this morning. P-Man, you're my friend, but I dealt with you this morning with your bullshit.
Okay,
already.
I found an article on a $10 million reverse race gender discrimination verdict.
A verdict.
Yeah, it's only one dude. One dude
So
got
one-
paid
one-
money.
10 million. That's all it takes for it to be a thing.
Yeah. So here's what happened.
It was a
One
company.
dude. one dude paid money because the company that he worked for, they dabbled in diversity hires, and then he proved that the company does dabble in diversity hires, and because his company does dabble in diversity hires, he got a settlement. Because I think they fired him from his job and then gave the job to like a black lady or something like that. And yeah, he said, well, that's very racist. And so he got a settlement, and that's like literally the only one. Can you find another one?
Yeah, so
How many studies do you want me to? How many things do you want me
That's
to find?
that's not a study,
20?
bro. That's not what studies are, dude.
I got a question.
Unfortunately.
I got a question.
Yeah,
on
and no
that.
matter how much you give a
Oh,
white
Lord.
person, they always take more. Ask the Native Americans. P-Man, shut up with your bullshit. And
Lord, I got a
yeah,
question
yeah,
for
just
you.
like you all did to the
Yo,
Native
do
Americans.
people-
We learn from
do
you. We
people-
learn.
Lord, I got a
I can
question.
do this racist bullshit too. P-Man, you know I can do this racist bullshit too. I can mirror your behavior. So the same thing you
Why
said,
like
no
why not
matter-
just turn him
guess
down? Like he's
Guess
fucking
what?
retarded.
So guess what? He
Fucking
just said that no matter how much you
awful,
give a black person, they don't take enough. They don't. It's not enough. The same thing happened with the Native Americans. They told them 13 colonies. They took the whole shit. What? I can say the
Lord,
same shit
I
too.
don't- But, yeah, but the thing is, people aren't disagreeing with your stuff. Okay.
Yeah, because
But
it's
when-
factual.
Wait,
Because when I tell you
okay.
to go and Google it, it's
But
real.
you can't argue something that people aren't disagreeing with and go, therefore your stuff sucks. It's like, dude, no, both stuff still exists. But
What
you
the
won't
fuck
accept
have you
one.
been doing for the last
Hey.
hour?
Everything. Listen,
I've
somebody's
agreed with
calling me
everything you said.
ignorant, and then you're saying I'm not disagreeing with anything you're saying. When I cite
didn't call
something,
you
somebody
ignorant.
said, "Guess what? Check it." I cited something. Somebody shouted out, "I've never heard about that in my entire life." When they look, oh shit, it's real.
Yeah. Well, what?
And we
wait a
looked
second,
at, oh
wait-
shit, mine's real too. What's the
Wait a
big
second,
deal? Both are
Lord.
fucked up.
Where
Lord.
is? I asked you for specific
ask you
thing.
a question.
Where is the study that shows that there's a hiring bias against white males?
Lord,
That's what I asked you
I
for.
can find
me
you
ask
one.
you a
Just give me a couple minutes.
Yeah.
So let's let
take your
him go
time.
look. Let me ask you a question, okay? Because here's the thing: I've agreed with all the examples you gave. There's all this bad stuff that does happen to black people, okay? Now, what he was pointing out is affirmative action, and it is the only law on the books that allows you to discriminate based on race and gender.
Do you know affirmative action is
and
not a
this-
law?
So-
Wait. Affirmative
Which
action
law?
is
Wait a
not
second.
a
I didn't even
law.
say that it was wrong or anything.
The
Wait,
U.S.
wait, that's
Employment
not a second.
Opportunity
It was
Commission
done.
keeps no official
Where
tally
is
of reverse
affirmative
discrimination
action?
claims. Do you want me to read this or not?
Wait, one
So
second.
the
I-
U.S. Employment Opportunity Commission keeps no official tally of reverse discrimination claims, though Title 7 claims for employment discrimination in general have continued to rise from 36.2% in 2016 to 40% in 2018. And bringing reverse discrimination lawsuits on behalf of white men is hardly a novel concept, as such suits have been happening for decades.
Where is the study that shows that there's a discrimination bias?
They
Because
just said
anybody
they don't
can
report the numbers.
But whose fault is that?
So wait.
Black people
So
run
I'm-
this shit. This is not my fault that you don't have the data. So
Okay,
you're literally
so-
telling me the data does not exist.
Just a second. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
literally
wait.
on I'm literally on PubMed right now, and I just typed in simply job discrimination for white men. There's like nothing that pops up that
This really don't
has
catch the
anything to
data.
do with whites. Now
let's-
there
I
are
just-
Let's flip the script.
now
Are there
I,
studies that show that black sounding names get less
I
callback?
think I've seen the study. I'm not. That's a
Oh,
fucked
okay,
up thing.
cool. So for one case, you
Yeah,
say they
you're
don't
arguing
report the
that way.
data, and in the other case, there are studies upon study upon study.
That's the straw man.
How do you call
How is it
someone
a
back
straw
when
man?
their name
It's
is?
reality?
I just told you
Oh, just check
there
it.
are
Let's Christian brother.
there are government policies enacted. The only ones to discriminate against people based on race, and you say, nah, it's one guy.
Wait, where is this a government policy?
It's called affirmative action. You've never
So
heard of it?
affirmative action is not a government policy.
Okay, because I'm looking right now and it says instituted a policy by the government to help level the playing field for religion, sex, and color.
I'm pretty sure it is a government
Or
policy. It's
national
just
origin.
not a law.
Wait, you know
Not like
what's
a
funny? I
ratified
want to
law.
Google something else.
Yo, are you watching the fight, Terry?
Wait, 1 second.
oh
one
no, I forgot all about it. I was too busy
There's no good
talking about
fight
race
against
and
fight. So
IQ.
check this one. Check this one out.
I broke some new
Who are
ground.
the largest beneficiaries of affirmative action in America? Which group? Which demographic?
I mean,
Got a
The
little DC
largest
fight in there, bro.
beneficiaries of
depends on
affirmative
how
action.
many people from which.
What's the name of that
I'm
shit?
asking a simple question.
Elevate,
A very simple question.
MMA stream. It's on
Who-
crack streams. It just links you to a bunch of other streams, so I'm just on crack.
Can you guys send DMs between yourselves, please? Anyway,
Wagwan?
who can you guys send DMs between yourselves?
Okay,
Thank you.
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
I get it from your mom, PMAS. Anyway, so yeah, I can talk shit to PMAS. You know, I can talk shit. I just hold back. That's all. I hold back. Anyway, as I was saying, which demographic is the largest beneficiary of affirmative action when it was
Probably-
a policy?
Probably women and black people, probably.
White women.
Well, white. Well, wait a second, because there's
white
yeah.
women. It wasn't
But
black
that would,
women.
hey, wait, that would
It
make
wasn't
sense
black
because
men.
there's way more. Look, when you go to the majority of a country, and you go, hey, there's way more people in this program that look like the majority of the country than there are the minority of the country. It's like, dude, that's not even a good point though,
How is it not a good point?
because
Because if you're claiming,
white
if you're claiming this
women-
thing was to help black people so much, the people who benefited
Yeah,
from the
no,
most
wait a
was white
second.
women.
I didn't say that. I said it's the only policy on the books that allows for employers and universities and so forth to discriminate based on gender and race
you-
and things. And guess what?
do
She's
you
not
kn-
getting it because she's white. She's getting it because she's a woman.
Do you know? Let me
Now
tell
you're
you-
making
She's a
it
white
so-
Wait
woman.
1 second. Wait 1 second.
No,
Do
it's
you-
literally white
You don't think
woman.
it has any-
Do you realize something? Do you realize that affirmative action was ruled unconstitutional?
What was that?
Do you know that affirmative action was ruled unconstitutional?
Well, I've heard that, but it's still enacted.
No, what?
Yeah,
How
every
could it
university
be
uses it.
Kickboxing.
Listen, the
Hold on.
universities that have diversity policies are private universities, right? It's like you guys don't even know anything about this topic and you want to debate it.
Wait,
And let's take
you
it to the
literally
next
said
level.
that we
One
didn't know
second,
anything
one
about this stuff.
second.
Going
One
down a
second, let me
rabbit
just
hole.
finish. No,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
all
dealing
red
with
herring.
fact. You brought up affirmative action. I'm dealing specifically with affirmative action. And do you know what is the number one carve out for preferential treatment in the American university system? You know what it's called?
The number one
It's
what?
called legacy
Carve out?
students.
What'd you say?
Carve out. It's called legacy
What is
students. And do you know what a legacy student is? Have you ever
Wait.
heard of a legacy student?
Yes, but wait a second. What did you say? The number one
Carve out. Carve out. Like
Carve
carving a
out.
turkey. Carve
Oh,
out.
he's trying to say all legacy students are white.
Listen,
Yeah.
who said that?
Wait, what
Typically.
is?
Who said that? The
I'm still trying to figure out what was
majority
the
of them
word
are
you
what
used.
color? The majority
Wait.
of them are what?
Probably
Wait a
a fair
second. What
mix.
was the word you used?
He
Carve
said
out?
carve like a turkey.
Yeah,
Like,
so
carve
he's
Oh,
out.
talking
carve,
about
carve.
he's
Yeah,
talking about legacy students, meaning like their parents not only went to the school but oftentimes donated
grandparents.
money.
Yeah.
Donated money to the school, and they're very well connected within like the school itself, and so like the kids are automatically guaranteed seats within that school just because of who their parents and grandparents are. That's what.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm
So-
talking
And
about.
they're
You're saying
they're
that's
mostly
Part
white.
of affirmative action. You're saying it's part
no.
of affirmative action?
No, that's
No,
not. It's not
it's not.
affirmative action.
Oh.
Like these are the things.
Why?
Like these are the reasons why we have affirmative action, because there's too many good old boys in colleges, like good old boy clubs or
Yeah,
committees.
clubs and networks.
Well, I'm not
Yeah.
even.
You-
Wait a
have
second.
you heard
Wait a
of
second.
the-
You think
listen.
I'm disagreeing with that? What
I
I'm
don't
saying
know.
is that.
Just letting you know.
Well,
So which numbers are
yeah,
greater?
sure.
Affirmative
Well-
action students or legacy students?
Well, I mean, I'm sure you know that I don't have the research right off top
It's
of my
like you
head.
guys
I'm sure you
don't
know
know
that if he's
shit.
asking.
Wait,
probably one
wait.
of
It's like you
Wait.
got this. I'm
Wait,
asking
I got
because
one for
know.
you. Wait, I got one for you. What's the? Wait a second, I got one for you. What's the higher percent? What's the higher percent of
Oh, I
people
love
that
it.
are killing in Harlem? White
Oh, no.
supremacists?
My God.
Oh
You see how that's
no!
Are these
See how
people
that's a dumb
getting
thing to bring
accepted into MIT?
You see how that's a dumb thing to bring up? Is like,
How is it
You're
a dumb
saying-
thing? You brought
White
up affirmative
supremacists.
action.
dude, you're being really biased
Statistically.
on this show. And like,
Dude, come
like
on,
when
man,
you
come
look
on.
at, like, dude, when somebody brings up a law in the books that allows you to discriminate,
There's
and
no
then you
law
say,
on the books.
Wait
It's
a
not
second.
a law, mate.
There's not
Wait
a
a
law on the
second.
books.
It's the
If you
policy.
keep saying that, he's going to keep catching you on it because it's not a
Dude,
law. It
it's
kind
not
of
a law on the
undermines your
books. It
argument.
has been ruled unconstitutional. Private
Wait a second.
institutions can
You,
set
okay,
their
just
own.
give me the citation for it then.
Google it.
because-
Google it.
Because I already
Ooh.
did, and it says
Dude.
specifically, affirmative action
funny.
laws
Oh.
and are policies instituted by the government to help
It's a
level the playing field.
definition. That's a
That's the first thing
definition.
that no. That's the first thing that comes up from HG.org when you type in what is affirmative
That's
action?
a definition. It doesn't say whether or not these laws are in practice today.
Well,
I'm pretty
no way
sure
to-
it's not a law. I got distinctly told by somebody that it's not a law. It's just it's a policy that's enacted by the government. So any government offices have to abide by it. Sort of. And what he's saying is correct. Private companies can do whatever the fuck they want in America.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
wow. So they can own slaves and they can discriminate based on race and stuff like that?
Yeah, you're talking about
Exactly.
laws.
No, that's not
See how there's
true.
laws? The difference is law. There's a law. There's a law. It's a three-letter word. Jude
Hold
law.
on, what?
Law.
For federal contractors
I'm taking
and
that-
subcontractors, affirmative action must be taken by covered employees to recruit and advance qualified minorities, women, person, and disabilities. It is required in any governmental jobs, any federal jobs. So, first of all, I don't
Jesus
even
Christ.
care because it might be positive. It might be a good thing.
You know,
Like, you're
dude,
trying to make me argue something that I'm not. But what I'm trying to say is whenever that came up, you said, yeah, but you know who you did the whole thing that people always do is, yeah, but you know white women benefit more than black men from it, right?
which
And
is
the thing
true.
is, it's like, yeah, I agree with that though. But the thing is whenever you look at
There's literally
statistics, it's like
481
you're
articles that pop up on PubMed, you liar. This is
yeah,
stupid.
oh wow.
You're a liar.
What did I
what's
lie
it-
and say?
Not you.
Yo,
He's
Taco,
talking
Taco,
Tyree.
relax,
I'm
Taco.
out of here, dude.
Taco,
Tyree is a liar.
Taco,
Go to PubMed, type in white male discrimination. Boom. You fucking liar.
Taco, relax, bro, relax.
Oh,
Yeah, so the thing is, like, you can't, like, if you pick a group and you say, well, white women benefit more, it's like, well, there's more of them. They're part of the
Hey,
white
whoa.
majority.
Do you
Oh, you
understand
So
don't,
what
Tyler,
I'm
you can't
saying-
stream this. You're a liar. What are you doing?
What?
Oh my god.
Oh,
it's-
somebody's streaming?
like, what am I supposed to be seeing, dude?
He said there's 480.
Questioning white losses and anti-white
No, no.
discrimination. Is it?
He never specified if any of those 481 pages was relevant. He just said that the search algorithm brought up
You
400.
liar! Like, what am I supposed to be seeing? Socioeconomic status
Also, can I just say
discrimination.
that that's one of the emotionally fueled reactions to discovering new data. If you disagree with someone, you come upon new data that should unify you. Why the fuck would you react by distancing yourself from them more?
Right. I
Why
get
would
it.
that help?
No. A lot of fucking pussies
with
on here.
evidence, with research and evidence.
You're a liar! Like, what the fuck am I lying
All right,
about,
hey,
bro?
He
Mars, I
said that
gotta
like he
ask,
walked away
wait a
from his
second.
family when he
I
was
gotta
young.
ask you a question, Mars.
I'm
So,
disappointed.
one time you came on one of my streams and like a bunch of people in the live streams was like, if you let him on, he's gonna porn bomb your stream.
Oh
And you were
no!
like, that's not true. But like, what? So what's the?
Why would a
What are they
good
saying?
white man like P. Mars do that? Why would a good white boy like P. Mars do something?
No, I'm wondering
that?
like, why were they saying that? Because P. Mars said that they were lying.
Because
so-
they got framed.
P.
You
Mars,
got
why would a
framed.
good white boy
I got
like you do
Oh,
that?
you get
framed.
framed
Come on,
for
man.
porno, raw.
Dude,
Um,
P. Now, you know
I'm
what? Don't
getting
please don't
There
walk
is
to
a
P.
group
Mars.
Did you
of
do it
like.
Spartan
Oh,
theology?
that's over, bro. I mean, I
There's
know
a-
he sighed out a little bit.
There's a
but-
group
okay.
of black
Alright,
nationalists
alright,
that
Um,
Tyree,
Oh, is that in the
people,
room? Okay.
and their
Tyree,
goal
dude.
is to eliminate
Tyree's
all
a-
whites by sleeping with all the white women, and they like
Oh, whatever.
recorded a video of me, and they'd go around and they'd like play a video of me and like audio me, and then they'd porn bomb, so everyone thought I was porn bombing. But
Was this the
really,
video of you showing your white ass?
It was
Was
this
that the
group
video?
of racist black
Was-
men who hate
So was this the
whites.
video of you showing your white ass?
Dude, the thing is like, white nationalists and black nationalists tend to agree on a lot of stuff. That's so crazy that they do, but they end up agreeing on a lot of stuff. And because you'll ask them and they'll be like, yeah, black men and white men are like a minority in the world, even if they're a majority in some country. And so they're trying to get rid of us by mixing everybody. And it's like, dude, you
Tyree,
guys, why
Tyree.
would you care about that anyway? And it's
That's
like Muhammad
good.
Ali-
Come on.
Muhammad
What were we
Ali,
talking
like,
about?
It's like
Tyree,
Muhammad
dude,
Ali. He was like,
you're not
why would
ugly.
you want your
You-
kid to look like you? And he was like against.
Bro, white nationalists love to
Wait, wait.
use the words of
Why
Muhammad
are you-
Ali when he was literally rolling with the Nation of Islam. Like, I don't.
Why are
Yeah,
you
well,
by
that
yourself?
wouldn't.
When-
Why would
when-
Because like, dude, that's like the equivalent of you using the words of a white nationalist.
My favorite
Like-
thing is when
Dude,
people
I
quote
literally
people
just
that
said
like
white nationalists and
offensively
black
stand
nationalists
against what
agree.
they do, like in their actions. I
wait,
love when
that's
people
not
do that.
Order.
That's so funny
Order.
that I said white nationalists and black nationalists agree, and then
Yeah, like, have you been to any clubs?
Yeah, and they're
And then you
typically
go,
bad
"You're
people.
using white nationalists."
They're no, I never said you're using white nationalist rhetoric. I said I find
Tyree.
how white boys like you
Tyree,
typically like to take the words out of Muhammad Ali's mouth when he says that, even though then he was literally a part of the Nation of Islam, a black hate group. So yeah, it's odd. It's odd that you're like, oh yeah.
Do you condemn Muhammad Ali?
It's about as Arab as fried fucking chicken. So let's not do that, dude.
Wait,
you condemn?
Wait. Yeah, so some Arab dude came to America and gave some bastardized form of Islam to some black people, and black people just kind of stuck with it, dude.
Stop being rude.
And now they believe like some big-headed alien black dude. They believe that some big-headed alien black dude created. They believe that a big-headed shut up. They believe that a big-headed black dude created white people. Okay, they're a fucking cult. They're a hate group. They're retarded. So maybe you shouldn't use the words of their members.
Echo chamber black.
Wait a second. I specifically was saying it was dumb, and you're using it to say that I thought it was cool. I specifically said white nationalists will agree with black nationalists on a lot of stuff. They're wrong. They quoted Muhammad Ali. And then you said, "Oh, it's cool that white people like you will quote Muhammad Ali."
You want to talk about obfuscation? This whole thing started. This whole thing started because you brought up a story about an old black lady being honked at and being yelled at by a dude with a fucking Confederate flag sticker, and then. Well, no, that's literally where it started. I know you and the Hustler had your thing before this whole thing started, but he's gone and he's been gone for a while. Like he literally went to sleep. Like he didn't leave. Like he went to sleep. So.
Yeah, you know what's funny is like people that like to talk about race talk about it a lot. So when you come in to talk to somebody about the Bible or something, and then you get drug into some topic.
Wait,
like
you're talking. You were trying to talk.
Didn't you agree with the people? The whole
yeah, you did. You did in the same way, bro. Dude, you literally came in here to talk to a dude, the Hustler, that literally only talks about race. So I mean, you played yourself, I guess. Dude, that's deep.
What? Dude, I still ask you for the pendulum. Tell me the damage.
Wait, what was the claim, Tyree? That I came.
Yeah. You came in here to talk to a Hustler, the fucking black Israelite that literally only talks about race. So okay.
I specifically
can't just speak to actual.
Yeah, but he was going to make it about race. Exactly. Like he always makes it about race because he's a black Israelite.
Because he always makes it about race. I was coming here to talk about race.
Well, no. Exactly. If you're talking to him, you're going to hear about it because that's all he talks about.
Without that, exactly. That's why he converses.
It's like, see, you just assigning motives to me.
No, I'm not. I'm assigning motives to him because you're talking to a person that only talks about race because he's a fucking black Israelite.
Yeah, but Tyree, you're black though, so I can blame you.
Yeah,
on
no,
you,
I was trying to prove him wrong because I can.
Well, you're not. You're not going to prove him wrong.
I am because you're black.
Good luck.
I'm gonna prove it on you.
Video of me doing the same thing. He's forgot about it because it's been 2 years, so I was trying to get him again. But what
wait, is this a business for you? Is this your career?
No. What are you talking about?
Yes, this is how he makes money.
Correct. You make money from this shit?
Yes.
No, I work a full-time job.
Dude, so what is this, a hobby? No, what is this for you? Wait, that's not, wait.
This is what you do. This is who you are, bro.
Wait, 1 second. You ain't making money off of me, right? Look, quick. Don't put my shit up.
Don't put me.
Dude,
Dude, I know you from the old you, dude.
Don't put me on the internet with any of your stuff, right? We got that straight.
Trini is like the richest person here complaining about depression.
Don't put my shit on the internet.
Tyree, try to be less black, okay?
Why not?
Give me that favor.
What, Lord?
One favor.
Yeah.
Try to be less black.
I do not consent to going on the internet on any of your videos on your
whatever. Tyree, just stop being so black.
What stream do I have?
Dude, you literally said you have a stream.
I'm asking you what stream do I have?
I don't know, but you said you have it. I literally just heard you said it.
Okay, so
he says he records everything he every conversation.
I can record every conversation I'm ever in, because what happens is people try to like try to take what I say and then turn it into something I didn't say. Even the opposite, like what happens.
It's always everybody, right? It's always everybody's always trying to twist your words.
Yeah. I'm not talking about all that.
I have you guys recorded, so I can just show.
Again, all I'm saying is this.
Oh, dude, he got him with that right. Fuck.
I do not consent to any of my voice content, likeness, anything like that to be rebroadcast.
Lord, first of all, I never said I was going to broadcast anything.
I'm just telling you. I never said that you said that.
Bro, you don't remember the Kanye West Taylor Swift thing, man? It's illegal in like most states unless you get permission anyway. So if you genuinely catch him out, do what you need
dual
to.
consent state. I live in a dual consent state.
I
do not
by the way, we're
consent.
getting baited.
Okay.
Listen, if
You
you hear me,
understand what
we're
I'm
getting
saying?
baited.
It's a force.
Got baited.
What does that
Listen,
matter?
got baited.
Again, I live in a dual consent.
Don't fall for it, man.
state.
What does that matter?
It
You're not
does
in private,
matter.
you're
Do you
in
understand what the law is?
It does matter, man.
What does that matter?
Wait, consent? You think I know what that
Tyree,
is?
why do you think everything's so funny, Tyree? It sounds like
Because
you're
you're a fucking monkey, man. You're like a fucking big human monkey.
Oh, what if I called you that?
You could never call me a monkey, bro. Call me a monkey and see if it works, bro. I promise it. I promise it won't work. I promise it'll bounce back off of me and stick back onto you if you call me a monkey.
Oh, bro, the playground classics on you. Oh,
Again, all I'm saying is I live in a dual
I'm rubber. I'm rubber. You're glue.
Listen to me.
You have like a banana you could hold up on your webcam.
No.
Anyway.
Oh, the joke is as funny as the level of energy in your voice.
Yeah, so just say to the guy who records, dude, I do not consent. I live in a dual consent state. I'm informing you. I live in Maryland in the United States. You have been informed.
All right, Lord, you've informed
Do
me.
not, if you
I've
put
only-
me, listen to me, if you stream my voice, put me on YouTube, I have legal protection. I will bust your
Okay,
shit
Lord,
up.
go ahead.
You understand what I'm saying?
Here.
Mm.
Again,
know
you
anything
better
about-
care. You better
Trini,
care.
Trini,
You be in a cardboard box.
Trini, you sound
Oh, don't.
Trini, listen to
In Minecraft, of course. Come on, dude.
Trini, listen.
Now
You
you
sound.
threaten me.
You sound.
No,
Trini sounds-
it's all Minecraft fun. This is a gaming server. If you don't know.
I'm trying to tell Trini he sounds dumb as fuck.
Yeah, that's a
But
threat.
he's not. But he's not.
Lord, I can have your
He ain't.
mod taken away.
It's
from that.
annoying.
Well,
I actually know
You can't. You can't have this mod taken away at all, dude.
Trini,
You
sound
cannot.
dumb as fuck, but you're
Nope.
not.
Wait,
It's annoying.
Is mod
Everybody
that-
always says that. Yeah, I know. Actually, no. I actually know, Doobie.
I know the owners.
Tyree, I'm telling you,
Trini,
guys are wrong.
Trini,
Tyree, I'm telling
I
you,
apologize.
actually know Doobie, so you might want to watch what you
Wait,
say.
You think mods are a thing?
Trini, apologize to this racist.
Dude, you think mods are a thing to me?
Yeah.
All right, Tyree, honestly,
Dude,
like, you sound like me, but not black. It's annoying.
$1 budget at work. You tell me
What?
mods on
What was that?
Discord?
You're near
You gotta
what?
laugh.
Do you want to be a mod?
You're near what?
Hey guys, I'll have you know that I have a personal line that goes right to Doobie's anus. And when I call, he always picks up.
Why'd you do that in a white New York accent? Showing your bias a
Fuck.
little bit there.
Well, you can now this is the thing, okay, yeah. So you can send your mail
What if I read-
care of Lord Trini, Maryland, the United States.
That's a wonderful voice, man. You should do like BBC fucking.
Trini, has this dude got any stuff?
Yeah, I'm just
Match of the day.
Yeah, you might be matching with somebody who's got more stuff than you. You know
Sounds like an English Howard Stern.
He sounds like
how
a
I'd
wicked
imagine.
broadcaster, bro. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great voice. Today on
I mean,
Radio
imagine,
1,
like, I would've
playing some Beyonce.
Imagine I would
Yeah,
have
I didn't
reframed
say
what
show
you said,
working
and I was
out.
like,
See,
go
though.
Bro,
out,
you need
man.
to pursue that shit,
Any
man.
more?
he said he's gonna.
That's
What are you
hilarious.
gonna
Got the voice.
100%, you got the voice for that, bro. That's fucking great.
Stuff, then see stuff.
Today, we have one guy talking to a racist.
What is this guy gonna? What are you gonna
Say
read?
racist, you're racist.
I
It's probably
told
better.
you
Oh,
do not
no.
stream anything on me, just for the lulz.
Look
Don't
at that knee.
stream-
What?
Bro, you better
broadcast.
agree with him
That's
because
what
he's going to send you like a subpoena declaring you are not allowed
You
to
know,
share
the
his voice.
Suspicious looking guy. What was he doing?
Hilarious.
Piece of paper, dude.
Ooh.
Run away.
20
That's all I'm
seconds, boys.
What?
Too late for that.
Say on
Dude,
fire.
I really don't believe in throwing leg kicks, like starting leg kicks in the third round.
Yeah,
I
why
don't
not?
think it-
Why- you might just hit the nerve, right?
Maybe.
What-
Hey,
what
maybe
is
you're
this?
right.
Lucky
Dude.
shot is a Hail Mary, isn't it? You get Sean O'Malley someone.
Listen, what you have to do, you have to turn Tyree down to like 1, and then you can watch the fight.
that Tyree?
Makes sense.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, you got Tyree.
What's going on? I'm in here. I'm
Just
smoking
turn
crack.
Tyree down
What's
to
going
1.
on, dude? We're all good. Smoking free
Watch it.
Free basin.
bro.
Perfect.
Free base.
This is America. We don't just base.
Perfect. It makes sense if you do that.
Free base. Free bands.
Listen to these guns, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't call. I'm gonna murk through Vietnam so you could just sit there and smoke crack, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. Way crack.
What? What?
Well, you know, I was
Like
in,
an angry, you sound like an angry Tory war veteran.
on
I
holiday,
didn't
actually.
survive the sexual revolution. Just to have you sitting there, being all black and whatever. I'm rude of you.
Yeah, fuck it. And I went,
Apologize.
That's a wonderful voice.
Apologize. Apologize right now.
And so you could sit
Wait,
there and
who's
smoke.
saying apologize right now? Who's screaming?
I'm apologising for everything as well. Yeah, apologising to the
right now.
Empire and the Queen and government and everybody. Boris,
Cannot
Boris,
leave it in dispute.
sorry for Boris.
Apologize.
About you being
Do
black,
not leave it in
okay?
dispute.
Sorry about that. as well.
Bro, remember the clip
Yeah,
where
true.
what's his name? Remember when Tory Lanez pulled up on that rapper that looks like looks like SpongeBob's house?
Fucking Dax, bro.
Dax, yeah, he's like apologize, nigga.
Apologize, nigga.
Apologize.
Hey man, look, man. I don't know what. Yeah, man, look, it ain't even like that, man. I want to see that again, dude. That shit is hilarious.
It's one of the best audio.
Yeah, you know they had all types of guns pointed at that man, dude.
Apologize.
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 He sounded so polite at the same time. It was a wonderful
Don't leave it
duality.
in dispute, man. Apologize.
What is it like? What like Dax diss him?
I don't know. He might just chat some shit right quick.
I do. Dude, that's a standard.
I want to hear the
joke for
fucking
that
song
time,
real
dude. That's a
fast.
standard joke every time. Hey,
Best
really
rapper
swallow.
alive right now.
Yeah,
Wow.
knowledge.
Okay.
Knowledge.
Isn't Tory a singer?
Knowledge.
I thought he was. Yeah,
I read
yeah.
it in the fucking Bible, bruv. See, I'm listening to this black.
Dude, Dax thought he was gonna be cool as fuck with this video, dude.
Bro, he really thought a pan-up shot while he looks like a character from Fast
That's
Five.
it. That's the only
Like
way you
in
can
a-
get
in a fucking-
knowledge, by the
in a-
way,
in
is
a-
from Abrahamic
Would
learning.
you put dead
okay?
people?
We're
What's
in
this called?
Abrahamic
In
channel.
a grave?
Graveyard,
Yeah,
graveyard.
Yeah, you just
Cemetery, cemetery.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. What did you say? Did you say you own a server?
Is this supposed to be
Abrahamic
Tory
channel.
Lane's body? Like he's standing over the corpse of Tory Lanez.
Why
Killed that
would you
man.
keep looking at
That's
gay
true.
shit, Tyree?
I don't know. Do you own a server?
No, that's ridiculous, bro. His hair looks like a dog toy,
Yes,
man.
I do, Tyree.
That's
and I said,
ridiculous.
I
He used
own
to
a
sell
server.
those shits at the hospital.
I do.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
C-Dub, please forgive my
And listen, I
racist
bitch people out of the
friends.
room. Get used to it.
Oh no.
Is this C-Dub guy famous or something?
I don't know.
No,
I
is he
just
the
thought
famous?
you were being kind of mean to him.
You ever think he'd be hearing apologize in his head right now?
Apologize.
He's sitting there recording, thinking he's the coolest rapper
No,
in
it's
the world.
famous. Look at him with that shit
A
out
few
of
hours later,
Come on, man. At a certain point
it
in time.
happens just that quickly, man. Oh wow, people are about this.
I know. That's a guy from Essex who can't negotiate. I mean, that's what people from Essex were just born car salesmen. Not this one. Not this one.
Imagine someone from the heart of civilization to be boring.
Sorry, you were saying?
Oh, it's not gonna end.
It's not going in.
It's never
Come
gonna
on,
end.
baby.
It's never gonna end.
That's some real street shit, bro. You threaten
It's ne-
somebody
it's-
with
it's
the
never gonna end.
continued consequence.
Do you know why it's never going to end? Because I sound the way that I do, and he sounds the way he does. He assumes he's speaking.
Apologize, bruh.
Superiority, but in reality,
Like, what's that
no,
fucking that South Park episode with Jesse Jackson
But you know
making
what he thinks about NSF?
Oh yeah, when he
stands
said
at
naggers. Yeah.
yeah, and fucking
Oh, that shit.
what
was
a
hilarious.
fucking
He wants
episode,
to
bro.
compete against me or some fucking weird.
Some of the best satire, I
Weird.
think.
Yeah,
satire.
dude.
It's mostly satire.
Absolutely.
Apologize. Say sorry.
Echo, when
Say
are you
sorry,
gonna
nigga.
stop
G.
being a pussy and become a
Dude.
Christian?
Dude.
Damn, bro.
Dude, just say fucking sorry, man. Honestly,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
you know when you fucked up. Everyone knows when they fucked up, and they would not say sorry, would they? They would not say sorry.
This is why you always have guns on you, bro. So you can just like
Right.
just dump on a car and dip.
Speaking of Jesse
What a
Jackson,
way for Tory Lanez to die.
I got a cool Jesse Jackson story.
He pulled up, tried to make a guy apologize and got him in the head.
Apologize.
That happens, bro.
Apologize.
Typically.
Apologize. Doof, doof. Oh no, no, no.
Oh no, no.
I didn't
Say sorry, man.
though.
Apologize. Apologize.
A little tremble in his voice. All right, man. I'm sorry, man.
Don't you notice like don't you notice like when people get really insulted, they sound more
What's
English?
Stan's dad's name?
I apologize.
Randy.
They pronunciate.
All
All of a sudden, they try and sound intelligent.
Apologize.
I apologize.
No, man. Yeah,
Apologize. Oh, bro, this is the best.
I've learned a word. Well, apologize. Dude,
And you sound just like Jesus.
I am a Christian, you fucking idiot. Have you not learned that by now? You're low IQ, dude. You're low IQ. You're
You
very
said
low
low
IQ, man.
I rate
You're
you
very
like
low
that.
IQ. You're very low IQ if you haven't worked out I'm a Christian by now.
But P-Mac,
Very
only have
like
to would let Jesus come inside of them.
This
Oh,
this
Lord.
this
What?
fucking high IQ degenerate doesn't realise that I'm a Christian. It's fucking what a moron.
My
P-Mac,
IQ
yeah.
is 142.
You're a moron.
No,
You're a
this is so
moron, man.
beautiful, right?
Why do you ask stupid questions like that I'm not a Christian? You're fucking kidding me. You're a fucking idiot.
I don't know. LSF told
Why
me.
would you ask?
Randy.
Why would you ask?
Apologize.
Yeah, apologize.
Come on, Randy.
LSF told me you were homosexual, so I just assumed.
Apologize.
Apologize, Randy. Come on now. Such a great scene, bro.
Apologize.
Oh no. There it is.
Hi, IQ dude. You need to apologize to me, man. Right here and now. Apologize to me.
It makes me remember that South Park episode where
That's in
BP had the
bad
oil
faith,
spill,
dude.
and they just kept going, "We're
Apologize
sorry."
to me right now, otherwise I will
We're
never
sorry.
forgive you.
Please,
Apologize to
sorry.
me.
Please forgive me.
You're gonna say, "Hi, IQ." You apologize to me.
I'm the nigger.
Please forgive me.
I'll
I
forgive you.
don't know if podcast people who own the servers. I mean, when was the last time you apologised to a server owner? Apart from Steve. Apart from
He
Steve.
accused me. He accused me of not being a Christian.
Yeah. Apart from
He
Steve,
accused me.
you've groveled too many times. Who have you actually apologised to? Who owns a server?
Dude, he accused me of not being a Christian, dude.
Oh, you're not a Christian?
I am a Christian.
No, you're not. You're wimpy to be a
Yes, I
Christian.
am. Yes, I
Oh,
am.
well. I don't believe you.
You are too, man.
Well, I'm an atheist Christian, yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing. The fact that he experienced a day's oppression, and he's like, "I know how
Exactly.
you guys feel." It's
Imagine the mental
Good
fucking
writing,
like
dude.
promptitude you have to do to that one. LSF, dude. You're officially crazy. I'm a Christian. Get over it.
The Asian dude in the back.
And you're officially a server owner.
Amen. He's born again.
Like LSF, I get it, dude. I do get the news, by the way, LSF. I do get the news. LSF. You're not the biggest fan.
Good, just as long as you've got the news, then that's okay. Yeah, good. Excellent.
Cool.
Do you have any news at all for me? No, didn't think so. Fine, keep the news.
Dude, I can't be bothered to fucking comprehend it.
I'm surprised
This
you
news
guys
at
think
this
that's
point.
funny, like with White Rider.
All I know is I
Are
am
you
cool as
asking
fuck.
me something? Are you asking me something?
Yeah, but LSF though, but I am
no,
cool
we're
as
not
fuck
about
though, ain't I?
Oh, as
You
long
know
as you're
that.
not asking me something, that's okay then. 'Cause I'm not asking you
just-
anything. So,
LSF, just like Echo
you sound
Chamber is cool
English.
as fuck.
okay, what?
Fuck you.
Oh no, yeah, you can fuck me, yeah.
Dude, stop it, man, honestly.
In the butthole
You
where
make it
doo doo comes from.
You make it weird. You make it weird,
To
okay?
mention it.
No, but you, no, dude,
And you
amazing.
put it on there. No, Tyree,
It
now
ain't
you're
like
on.
that. It ain't like that.
Hey,
dude.
I'm
It
just
ain't like
saying,
that. Stop
dude.
it.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, we now need to
Aye.
take Tyree's dirty mind, which immediately went to bum sex.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know how else that works, you know?
I appreciate that as a human being. Just stop this fucking weird shit, okay? Stop it. I get it. Stop it.
So if
I
you're
appreciate
black,
you,
how
but-
can you tell if you have shit on your hands?
I ask your mom to taste my hands. She will let me know. Or your sister if she's closer.
Ellen DeGeneres.
If you're white, how
Good
can
for
you
you.
tell you have a soul? How do you,
You are
not burn in the
a
sun?
ghost man.
If you're white, how are you not equivalent to swine?
Oh no! Stop.
If you shave a chimpanzee, what color is it under the fur?
Oh.
Exactly.
It's white. You know that, right?
Jesus Christ!
So if you're white, do you smell like wet dog hair?
How dare you?
P-Mars, don't bring out the worst in our
Ridiculous.
ones. Don't do it, please.
Such a racist chat, dude.
Because it's not that we can't respond. Most times we choose not to.
Or just most
I
of the time
can't-
you're unable. Lord Trudy, you're unable. It's the truth of it. Like Lord Trudy, you're unable. So don't
Unable
play
to do
that
what? Unable to do what?
respond to anything.
You're drunk. Shut up.
You're drunk. You're a
Dude, you
lush.
need to work on it.
You're a
bro. It's
bum.
game, bro. I'm
That
pissed.
was my
I'm
argument,
late.
actually, Trinny. Yeah, shut up, you drunk echo.
You're a bum. You're a lush. You're a failure.
How many bottles of cheap cider can you get for a $5 these days?
Tyree, I have a joke. This dude came on, started calling me nigger, Jamaican, whatever. Come to find out, he's Kurdish. I told him, dude, I have 3 countries. I have 3 countries. You don't have one. Your
Exactly.
people drink shit water, and you
Why?
want to be racist?
Yeah.
Your people drink cholera-infected water, dysentery. We test. I work for a defense contractor. We test weapons on you all, and you want to call me some shit just because you moved to
Exactly.
Britain? It's like
Exactly.
this guy. There's a Kurdish saying that says, "We have no friends but the mountains." This guy moves from his non-country as a refugee to England, and he picks up anti-black racism. And
Bro,
he-
you know
I mean,
Kurds.
that's-
You know Kurds. You know Kurds have no country. Like they can't even learn their languages in Turkey. Like that's why they're known as being mountain people.
Did
because they
anybody
have really
ask you?
backward lives.
Did anybody ask you that?
thing. And the point is this: it's like black people has never done anything to this guy. He moves somewhere, and all of a sudden he picks up racism, anti-quote unquote Jamaican and anti-African American racism. People who has done nothing to him.
Lord, where did that come from, though?
Yeah, I mean, like that's what you do. It's kind of like a kid. It's like a kid that comes to a new school
Where did that
and
come
they
from,
see
though? Where
the
did that
people
come
that are
from? Where
bullying and the
did it
people
come
that are
from?
being bullied, and it's better to be a bully than to be the person bullied. So
Yeah,
you know.
they didn't expect anybody to hit back. Now people are telling me I was too mean to him. Why did I have to insult the fact that he's a refugee and he didn't have a country and I have 3 countries and 3 different passports and shit? Why did I have to do that and throw it in his face?
Tony, you're being too mean. I do agree.
I'm a bully because everyone called me a fucking fairy. And I've got
Dude,
some kind of shit excuse. I've got a
I'm
shit
the biggest
excuse.
bully ever. You're
I've
kidding
got
me.
the
I'm the
shittiest
best.
excuse under the sun, dude.
Dude, I'm the
Seth,
biggest
just
bully on the
for
internet.
just to be clear,
Shut the
are
fuck
you a
up.
poof?
Shut the fuck up, you
Yeah,
stupid
so I
cunt.
went around
Shut
calling
the fuck
everyone
up.
names, Echo. What's your problem?
I was trying to bully this. I'm trying to bully this cunt. Like prove my
Yeah,
point.
I
I'm
kind
the
of well.
biggest.
So I'm going to counter your argument earlier, which was you're black, which isn't an argument, but
Mate,
you can't actually do anything about it. But you're gay
being
actually is
black,
an argument.
being black is a
Because
mentality. It's
I
nothing
cannot
to do
be
with
gay, I cannot look gay, I cannot act gay, and I cannot fuck people.
Wait,
being
being
black.
black is a
It's a
mentality.
mentality. It's a mentality.
Why
You
am
can
I
be
using
fucked.
It's a
the word
mentality.
unfortunately in this sentence? I mean, I've just used the word
It's a fucking
unfortunately.
You
mentality.
shall be
I am not
fucked.
a
Fucking everyone knows
racist.
that.
You're
It's got nothing to
stupid.
do- It's got
You're
fuck
so
all to do
dumb.
with race.
You're mind-blowingly
Dude,
stupid.
if you think it's got anything to do
Who are
with
you
race, then
talking
you're
to?
a
Who are you talking
racist.
to? Who are you talking to?
I'm talking
That's
to
where
Echo
I'm at.
Chamber, who's the dumbest person I've ever spoken to.
The
Oh
most
wow.
intelligent person in the room, you know it.
Yeah, right, okay. Give me your server.
If you think it's got anything
All
to
of
do with
it.
race, you're a
Oh, I guess I
racist.
have echo
Server. I
camera
want
turned
your
down,
server now.
turn
Shut
back
up.
up.
I want all of
When,
your
when,
server.
when,
All
when
of
you
it.
say it's, dude,
All of it. Give it to me
dude,
now.
no man, you're insto
Okay,
bano,
then
dude.
be quiet.
You're
Give
insto
him your
bano. You're
server
insto bano.
now.
You're insto bano, LSF, dude. You're insto bano. You've burned all your bridges. You're insto bano.
Can you say that in English?
English,
Burn all his
motherfucker.
bridges. Is
Can you say
insto
that in
bano.
English?
LSF is insto bano.
Oh,
Dude, I'm not translating it for you, man.
Can you say
Damn
that in English? The Queen's
fucker.
English. Can you use the Queen's English?
LSF is insto bano.
Can you
What does
translate
that mean?
Say it in the Queen's English. What would
It
the Queen
means blacklisted.
The fuck is he doing, bro? He's
As
like
long
burning the
as
meat.
long as it's medium rare, then it's okay.
Bro, you're burning the meat.
As long as it's well done.
Well done.
So what happens?
Throw it
Bro,
out. if
look
it's
at the
well done.
charcoal.
You covered.
But ironic.
And if you get the wet wipes and you wipe the dog's ass for it, it doesn't have to lick it.
Oh my god.
Would determine what's right scripture, like with like actually if we have like genuine believers and we all like come to like we all like have open discussions about things and try to come to the best conclusion.
What, so we just decide?
about things.
Make
I mean,
it
what
up?
else are we
Open
supposed
borders,
to do?
open
Try to
borders.
pray and be guided by the Holy
That's the
Spirit
correct conclusion,
and
right?
investigate what's actually like
One of the reasons
more,
that's
exactly
So
what happened.
morality is subject to change.
Or
Is that
or
what
we
you're
can just
trying to
have,
say?
or we can
Are
just
you having some
blindly
mental
trust
breakdowns, dude?
some people
Like,
claiming
I
to
am.
be the true
I'm
church,
having a
and
hard
from the
time
beginning, we can just
with
blindly trust them too.
Wait,
Okay.
What
but
do you
how
guys
do
want?
you?
Sorry, I
Who
fucked that up.
gave
You
you
were
the
actually
authority?
doing
Hang on, listen. Who gave you the authority to evaluate morality?
My existence, your existence.
Oh man. Like you
Okay,
can't have a guy
so
with
why?
children. You
Okay,
can't.
so
Yeah.
are you God?
Don't know. Maybe.
Okay.
This is retarded.
Yeah, this is
Why?
absolutely
Why is it
ridiculous.
retarded?
mean,
And
Wait,
Wendy
wait,
does
wait.
not
Wendy,
answer
hang
arguments.
on,
And Wendy
hang
is
on.
a
Shut up,
coward.
shut up.
If you
Wendy
guys
is
gonna have
making
this
the argument.
conversation,
Shut
You
the
guys
fuck up.
believe that
Wendy,
Mary is going to
shut
deliver
up.
your
this
Shut
conversation
souls
at
up.
from
hand.
death. You
This
guys
is
are
not the
retards.
conversation
Hang
at
on,
You
hang on,
hand.
hang
genuinely
on.
believe that
Wendy,
Mary
This is
is
not
going
the
to
conversation
deliver
at
your
hand.
souls
hang
from
on, hang
death.
on. Wendy,
That
This
is
is not the
satanic.
Wendy,
That is
conversation at
actually
what I
hand.
want to
disgusting.
know, hang on, Wendy, what I want to know is
Oh my
who gave
gosh.
you the authority to make morality decisions for the church? And what is your
Well,
like
the leader of the church.
what?
That's my answer. Who's
What I really
responsible
want
for
to
making
know
the
is
morality of the church? The leader of the church, the
what I
Pope.
really want to know is
No,
why are
it's
all these
revealed from the
Catholics
Holy
not in?
He's
Spirit.
in charge of that organization. It's his
No,
responsibility.
it's revealed from the Holy Spirit. So I want to know what Wendy's authority is to judge it.
Oh,
Here's what I
okay.
want to
The
know.
Holy Spirit, then.
Why are these Catholics who are telling us to submit to the Pope not submitted to the Pope themselves when they said that A, Martin Luther was right about justification, and B, he told you not to proselytize? So why don't you guys go practice?
Well, I never said submit.
Yeah, so why don't you guys?
I never.
Why don't you guys go practice submission to Rome, and we'll keep reading the Bible. Okay, you guys go off, submit to Frankie.
Well,
He told you not to preach the gospel and not to try to convert people to Catholicism.
But then what?
That's your command.
What?
That's your command from your.
well, we don't have to follow that. No, you're straw manning us,
So
Grug.
you
No,
go.
I'd like to pick up the Catholic
You're
Church.
straw
and I
manning
agree
us.
with
I'll
that.
be right there.
But at
That's
least they're
wrong.
not dogmatic.
You
No,
guys,
that's
you
wrong.
guys go
You're
submit
more
to Rome.
dogmatic than them. You will stick.
No, we don't have
You
to
will
agree
stick to
with
what you
you.
believe,
And we'll be
even
right
if it's
there. We'll be right there behind you. We'll be
wrong.
Well, we
That's 10
could if
steps
we're let
behind you.
talk.
See you
Do
there.
that.
See you on the other side of the tie, everybody.
Nobody said we.
Catholics
Nobody
will change.
asked you to submit to the Antichrist.
Are less child molestery now than they
Yeah,
used
no
to.
one asked you to do that.
That-
No one wants to. No one is celebrating the demonic presence in the Catholic Church. We all know what's going on.
Catholicism is the reason I question being Christian at all.
Yeah, it's the same for me.
Well, it's
dude.
more.
I agree.
It's more to do with the church. It's more to do with man. If I don't know, right? I'm atheist, but there might be a God. I don't know, whatever. But it's definitely the church was a perversion of the idea over time because men are
Do all
stupid
the
and they
Catholics
forget,
run away?
they're greedy, and they've got all these whatever. Call them sins. Call them their bad habits, whatever you want to call it. Human monkeys put in charge of a load of religion and robes and shit. They're gonna go nuts.
Humans are
Start
disgusting
getting ideas
beasts.
above
I
their
agree.
station, and they're gonna start commanding shit that makes no
Humans
sense.
are dumb
There
morons
you
and they
go.
need to be kept
You
in
would
check.
you understood the monkey.
Most of them will
Image.
hurt each other if they give them the chance. That being said, I want to hear Grug's response.
Oh, that's not fair.
I mean, dude, these
mean,
people
you're
literally,
into
dude,
it. I
these
get it.
Catholic fucking
He
idiots.
wasn't expecting
Guys, dude, guys, do you guys
Yeah.
not realize these people think that Mary can deliver them from hell?
She might be able
That's a
to.
straw man.
Might
You're
be
straw manning like 16-year-old dude.
How am I straw manning like a 16-year-old? It says in their catechism, it says in your virginity you kept your in giving your birth
Come on,
you
get
kept
it.
yeah funny I stuttered haha in giving your birth yeah you call me like a 15-year-old but then look you make fun of somebody
No, it's all right.
because
No,
they're
no,
little.
do it.
In giving birth,
not
you
laughing
kept
at you.
your virginity. In your dormition, you did not. I think that's how you say it, dormition. I don't know. Dormition.
Yeah,
You
that's
did
good.
not
Yeah.
leave the world, O Mother of God. But we were joined to your source of life. You conceived the living God, and by your prayers will deliver our souls from death. Oh, what does that mean? Deliver our souls from death?
Is it in the
By
Bible?
your
Is it in the
prayers?
Bible? Hey, hang on, shut up.
Don't.
Is it in the Bible? Is it in the Bible, monkey nigger?
That was definitely Bible-y. I can tell
Yeah,
you
is it in the Bible or not?
That is in the catechism. That is not in the
What
Bible.
do they reference for that?
That they don't reference anything. They just they made it up.
Yes, they do.
No, he Psalm
They
3.
reference everything in the
2,
catechism.
Mark
What is
7.
the verse they reference?
Hey, what's that kind of thing?
What is the verse they reference?
And if it's not there,
You don't want me to look it up.
no,
'cause I will.
then I'm on your side here. Yeah, exactly. If it's not there,
Yeah.
that could be made up, couldn't it? Like, you know,
I've been
Ezekiel
dealing,
3 and thingy, whatever it is, and yeah.
We've been dealing with
Wait
leftists
till
for
God
like,
comes
Not
back.
real
for
good.
like
the
fucking
Catholic
50.
Church into
Listen,
the
one
fucking
day
pits
we've been
anyway.
listening. We've been dealing with leftists and atheists for like 15 years. You motherfuckers are full of shit, and y'all all the same side.
Hey, not
So
me.
fucking prove yourself. No, not you. I know you're cool. I know you're cool. I want 1D to source the stuff, right? Because our culture, we
Yeah,
cannot
Catechism
operate.
966 on page 274. There you can go read it, big
All right,
boy.
let me look it up. Hang on. I appreciate that, and if I'm wrong, I will accept it.
Catechism 966 on page 274.
All right, 966. Hang on.
Respect for actually going and checking
Yeah,
it out. Oh,
like that.
because you got him now. He's got to respond now. Brilliant.
No, I'm here
You've got
to
your
fucking
sources
learn.
on hand. Wow. Imagine
I
that.
spent the last
I'd love
I
to
spent
have
the
a
last
look at
5
my
hours
sources
on
And
on
then
that.
if you want to go to scripture, or like, okay, well, like, if you want to go to scripture, it's
No, I don't want to go to scripture.
No.
All right. Hang on, just
I'm wondering whether I can just go, right, find this bit in scripture and you'll be able to find it straight away.
well, no. What we have to do is we have to pull up the catechism verse and we have to read it, and then we have to understand. We have to see whether or not what they're saying is like
And the
in reality.
context and everything about what's happening.
Yeah.
God damn it. You've got to do all this now.
It's
Come on,
quite
you've
the
got to do it
effort. I know.
fast. That's all right. Skim it.
The thing is that I know 1D's arguing from a position of he's earnest. He believes in what he's saying, and therefore I like this.
I think that too.
What I don't like is people who censor people when they say things they don't like, and I think we can all agree that that's bonk.
Right now,
Oh, dude, I'm gonna start painting my
That
nails.
sounded
Dude.
like you were having a bomb.
what? Don't do it.
Where's my bomb?
It's whack, man. Leftists are literally whack censors. They can't.
Whack, man.
They're whack as shit, man. They can't defend their positions. They just want to ban you and make you look like an asshole. I hate them.
Oh, but most of the time it's not. Sometimes it doesn't matter. We're just having a discussion about things. We've all learned.
No, I
something.
know.
I did. I don't
It's
know
not
what
anybody
did.
here.
I
I'm
did.
talking about.
Certain little things. I learned little things. I thought that was good.
Well, yeah, you're an open-minded cat.
You what?
You're an open-minded dude.
All right. Okay.
You know?
He called you a cat.
He did. But that cool old talk from back in the jazz days, isn't it? I liked it. I realised.
That's how we talk, man.
Where are you
He's
British?
a chill cat, man.
I
He
took
is.
it. I liked it.
Oh, you're British, right?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
Yes.
he's Australian.
Only if you say so.
I'm England, and also some Tron.
What? How dare you? This witch has nothing to do with me.
That's so cringe, dude. That's cringe though. That is really cringe though. Like, wait, hold on. I gotta go ask why is my boy Amen7 me.
Dun, dun, dun. Alright.
No idea, bro.
Right, so I still can't go outside. I'm furious.
Talking about like when they say the pillars of orthodoxy. Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, he's blaspheming the holy pillars of orthodoxy, Saint Photius the Great, Saint Gregory Palamas, and Saint Mark of Ephesus. Victor here is blaspheming the most holy pillars of orthodoxy.
Okay, why are we talking about people in the sense of holy?
Live by the Spirit, be as merciful as possible. Like even Rami was talking about, like if the Muslims start attacking your nation, you gotta defend yourself. Okay, I'm not saying maybe the Bible says don't pick like you live by the sword, die by the sword. Okay, the Bible says this, and I agree. But ultimately, if somebody's trying to kill me, especially as a nation versus nation, would I pick up a weapon? Most likely. Most likely, that would be my decision. Breakfast?
Would you still pick up the weapon if God told you not to do it?
If God told me not to, I guess I have no choice.
Yeah, bro. What if but how do you know if it's God telling you not to? Like, what if it's
Satan?
Satan?
I know God. I think I know God well enough to know. But anyway, breakfast? Okay. I wanted to address Alaric, actually. Alaric, you ruined Fight Club for me. Fuck you. Don't like you. You know this?
Oh man, that was you. You changed your name on me.
Yeah. I don't know what. I probably will go back to Tyler, but right now I'm so disgusted by the very notion that you explained to me. Can't.
Hey man, I was too, dude. I used to love that movie, and I'm telling you, they got me. I mean, I was like 11, 12.
11, 12. Yeah, I was young too.
Yo, what movie are you guys talking about?
Fight Club.
Fight Club.
What about Fight Club? What about it?
Have you watched it?
Nope.
Yeah, it's a really great movie. I would probably say 25th Hour is slightly better than Fight Club.
It sounds satanic.
Why would it sound satanic?
Fight Club?
Yeah?
Yeah, people fighting each other in a club? That's like, dude, God, you think God wants people fighting each other, beating each other up?
Dude, it's even worse if I explain it to you.
Oh, it's probably gay stuff.
He got it right away.
Well, I mean, I told. Yeah.
Oh
But
my. Yeah.
You wouldn't catch it just by watching the movie.
Gay
most.
fighting? What? And that's
It's
a
not gay
popular movie?
fighting.
They're substituting F words for each
Well,
other.
listen. I don't quite believe your story. I'm gonna need a video of Palanuk specifically saying this, and even if he says it, I still think that the Fight Club, the movie, was that. Listen, it's concealed enough to where I'm not thinking about that. But when you said it, I was like you know when the dude pounds the other dude like in the face, I wanted to destroy something beautiful, and I just kept repeating the words you said. I was like, fuck it, it's probably about gay sex in Palanuk's sick fucking head, not in my fucking head. I never thought about it in that context, but in fucking his sick head, it's probably about pounding another dude in the ass. I was like, fuck. You sick.
I'm sorry, man. Maybe I shouldn't have told you, but I mean, it's just so many men see that as like such a masculine. It's like such a masculine movie, bro. And then it's like
I think there's a lot of masculine. It's not the fighting itself. It's the let's bro it out. Let's create a boy club, and like even like the way he would like dismiss my.
Unreasonable, right? So, when you're holding the same positions as I'm holding, right? And you're also holding the same definition, right? Then you're like literally what the other person did was like having some sort of unreasonable beliefs.
I'm not making.
So
like,
you're
some
saying.
argument.
No, look. So you're saying why would anyone actually honor or like believe what I believe? So you're saying like justification for the reason, right? Am I correct?
Well, justification not for like the semantic account, for the normative account.
Sorry, what did you say?
I'm not asking for you to like justify why you fixed the meaning of rational. You can think rational like fixes the meaning of like an apple, I guess.
You turn someone down and no one else turns them down. It's just like you have hearing problems. It doesn't like
I got him at 25%, dude. He's black
You're
as
giving
fuck.
yourself a disability is all you've done.
This man smoked crack a commercial ago, and he's owning your ass.
Dude, I'm speaking
that's
from a position of knowledge. I'm speaking from a position of knowledge, by the way.
You ever been
what
tied
do
up
they-
in jujitsu by a crackhead? Do you wanna?
I fear that they're stronger than we believe they are.
Crackheads.
I mean, like, yeah, like there's some hidden strength there. My actual fear is that they'd pull out like a needle out of a random pocket and just start stabbing me, and I wouldn't know if it was like HIV or something. Honestly, I'm not even joking, for real.
That's the type of shit they probably would
Yeah,
do.
because the actual needles, they just keep on them. Whereas, like, if they have the cap, and they'll chuck it away somewhere else, or they'll have and they'll just use the syringe over and over again. They'll have like tiny bottles of hand sanitizer or alcohol for the syringes.
Oh, brilliant.
You seem to know a lot.
Came to Pakistan.
What does she
Deported
look
me.
like? Well, he looked like. Who did this person look
Blonde,
like?
blue-eyed, piercing blue eyes.
Was this a man this time?
Bill.
I love this
Bill.
meme.
No, it was a female. Always a female.
Shit. Hey, P Mars. Yeah. Anyway, in general, I don't like men like that. They're just, it's very tiring.
God
If I were actually a man, and this is like, this were like the way that, like, I don't know, my girlfriend behaved or something, I would just like get tired of her so quick. It's like, after like 2 or 3 times, I'm like, fuck this bitch. I'm not chasing her anymore.
Have you ever read there's a really good book, it's called like Why Does He Do That, I think. And it's more so centered around like abusive relationships and like behaviors of men in abusive relationships, but it's sort of like kind of getting at this, like, there's some parts of it at least that talk about like this double standard as far as like the expectation of how like on that men or some men hold of like how women ought treat them, and then like that it doesn't go both ways. You know what I mean?
Never.
I can send you the PDF if you want.
How long is it?
It's the sort of thing where like I don't know, it's like a book, but like there's, it's not the sort of thing where you need to like read every page to be able to understand like what comes later in the book. You could just like jump through to like a relevant part, and it's all laid out pretty like segmented in a pretty segmented way. And I don't know, it's a good skim.
You could shoot me the PDF, Spooky. I'll mansplain it to you later.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Awesome. Will do.
It's written by a man, by the way.
Oh, cool. Here you go, us.
Bachelor. How about this?
That's
Could be wrong.
Dude.
Brother.
Get out 100%.
I can relate
I don't like the system
to,
as well.
I can relate to this.
In heaven.
I'm
Mourning,
serious, dude.
sadness.
Are you gonna help or not?
Yeah, I'm telling you guys,
Not
if
that
you
much.
believe what you believe, you're gonna go to hell. But if I believe what I believe, I'm gonna go to
Quit
hell.
interrupting.
Sleepy. Yeah, it's Copycat. You should go and sleep. That's one.
I can't change about you, just an NSA.
Oof. Is that Baby Yoda on his stomach? What is that?
I don't know.